Before we get into this album, I just want to preference this video by saying that it is okay to have your own opinion. I want you to take a listen to this album and form your own opinion whether you like it or don't like it. But these are my thoughts, and honestly, I can care less for this new project from A$AP Rocky, Don't Be Dumb. This album has been in the making for I don't know how many years. There's a big gap between testing and now, and also this album has been pushed back so many times. Also, I've never sat down willingly and listened to an entire A$AP Rocky project because A$AP as a rapper does not interest me at all. But with this new release and this new hype around Don't Be Dumb, I was expecting to, enjoy it, because I don't go into any album thinking that it's going to be bad or wanting to hate. I like music. I like music that I like listening to new music, but I'm not going to be a sheep about it. Unlike most of my reviews where I would sit down with an album and discuss it track by track, talk about things that I like, and then probably play a sample of that song, I can't really do that here because there isn't much that I actually like. So let's talk about this album. What you would expect is that first day and first week streams are going to be extremely high, and like most albums, they will dwindle after some time. And I don't think that this album will stay in rotation because honestly, there is nothing memorable about it. Yeah, it's really forgettable and boring. I heard a lot of people praising the production on this album, and honestly, what are you praising? It's average at best. Some tracks are good, some tracks are bad, but production wise, it's okay. For a mainstream rapper in 2026, I think production should be standard. It's not something that should be faulted on. Although there's one track where they basically spoke about this in some regard, saying that they're not necessarily here for the production, they're here for the artists. And yeah, people are here for A$AP Rocky because the aesthetic of A$AP Rocky is more appealing than his music. And on the topic of aesthetics, yeah, A$AP, he dresses well. He has a good fashion sense, raps about Rick Owens, has grills, which is all cool and stuff. But I really don't care for it. A$AP as a rapper, I won't disagree. A$AP can rap, but there is nothing profound about it. Again, not to downplay him as a rapper, he flows really well. It's something that comes to him naturally, but again, it's nothing special. There's also parts of this album where he says persons are stealing his flow, which we'll circle back to, but he also talks about setting trends. And that's something I want to discuss. I want to discuss A$AP setting trends with him being the mogul that he is right now. For some weird reason, persons have always compared Travis Scott to A$AP, which in my mind never made sense, because even if you were to go, let's just say album for album, there's no single A$AP Rocky album that can compare to Travis Scott album. There's no fucking comparison. Even if you want to be delusional enough to go song for song, Maria, I'm Drunk, it washes every single track that A$AP has in his entire catalog. That's not even something I'm going to debate because it's just a fact, and if you don't believe that, honestly, just kidding. Maybe I went too far, so let's just agree to disagree. Just because you did it first, just because you had the trend or the aesthetic first, does not necessarily mean that you did it the best. And I don't think anything A$AP has done, he's done the best. On much of this album, you will hear A$AP whining and bitching about basically, oh, y'all must have forgot who I was, which no one really forgot. You are just as uninteresting then as you are right now. But let's circle back to Steal Your Flow, which is a very, very prominent part of this album, and honestly, I'm over the whole Drake getting dissed stuff. It's really tiring, but it is something that we have to talk about. He said, first you stole my flow, then I stole your bitch, which, stop referring to the mother of your 3 kids as a bitch. She's also Rihanna. What the fuck? And even if Rihanna herself doesn't have an issue with this, I don't know, I just don't feel like calling Rihanna a bitch is the thing to do. But strictly from a bar perspective, I think it's great. I think it's a good angle to come at Drake because for some reason Drake always aims at someone's family, so I guess it's a good strategy. And he still does feel very much butthurt about that whole situation with him and Rihanna. He also said niggas getting BBLs lucky we don't body shame, which is funny, but on the same album we were talking about anorexic models, so I don't know, hypocrisy. Then there's also this line, which I believe was word to Tyler, we saw you bomb like Oppenheimer. Funny, because I think it's a callback to when Drake came out on stage for one of Tyler's performances and got booed off. Also, very good angle to go at Drake at because he's incredibly egotistical, and I'm sure that hurts him to this day. Overall, on that track, I had fun. It had a decent hook, quite engaging, so I guess there are some positives. Maybe a few other songs were passable as well, like No Trespassing, Stop Snitching, and Air Force. Yeah, those were like pretty okay as well. And in terms of features, Doechii and Brent, they were the highlights for me. And that was basically ASAP's Don't Be Dumb. I don't know, I guess it's maybe a 3 at best. I think ASAP tried a lot of different aesthetics here and tried different genres. It just didn't come across as cohesive. There's elements of trap, punk rock, jazz even, but it's a mess. Online, everyone is going to have their own opinion. On YouTube, I'm sure everyone is going to praise this album. On Twitter, people are going to talk shit, but I don't necessarily have an issue putting my face against my opinion. I don't like this album. I'm okay with saying that. But again, this is just my opinion. You can have yours. Tell me what aspects of this album you did like, because there isn't that much for me. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Links to the album and anything else will be in the description. Yeah, bye.